It's Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome back to the end. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name. And today we'll be going from rank 5 to 4, hopefully in this Road to Legend episode. We're going to be playing Warrior to start off with, and then if we lose the Warrior, switch to mid-range Druid. We lose the mid-range Druid, we'll switch back to Warrior. And we'll continue that process until we're Legend. These decks are leaving us in, I think, less than 2 days. So that's why I'm going to play the shit out of them while we still can. And when I say leaving us, they're not actually leaving. We just won't be able to play them in standard mode. Okay, so we're going against Paladin. I like the Despite. I don't really like Hellscream, don't like Harrison. Chill Block's okay. I would prefer to have something else, though, to be honest. Always keep them weapons for the kids. For the kids. Ah, Secret Paladin. That's a surprise. Alright. Nothing really to do on turn 1. We've got True Heart, so we have the sustain. The Revenge is also kind of nice. Execute allows us to kind of deal with this shit early on. Or not early on, but like let's say he summons the big guns and we don't get to draw a Brawl, we can execute out that Mysterious Challenger. Looks like his turn is relatively slow. He did play that secret, double secrets now, so it's going to be interesting whether or not like one of those is a redemption. I'm gonna assume, like normally, there's a Brawl. I don't think coining out. Yeah, I don't think coining out the Despite is really necessary. We can coin on either 4 or 5. And we can summon a 6, or maybe we'll draw a 7 drop. But the Brawl makes it so we're not really worried. We're still at 32 health. He seemed to have a relatively slow start from what I've seen so far. So we'll play the Despite. We'll swing into the Shielded Mini-Bot. And we'll see what happens from there. Noble Sack happens, okay. I'm going to assume that a Revenge is going to hit the floor. Hopefully it does not land on that Mini-Bot. Alright, so do not land on the Mini-Bot. Okay, so this is good. So theoretically, next turn, we can go ahead. We slam this 4-3. It brings it down to 1 HP. We'll attack into maybe he plays like a Belcher or a Shredder. And we'll be able to deal with that accordingly. Another secret. Okay. So, theoretically, we could slam that, a swing face. If it's a Noble Sack, nothing happens. If it's an Avenge, buffs the Mini-Bot. The Mini-Bot's then at 4 HP, and that's troublesome. If we go ahead and slam, or bash this guy, if it is a, alright, so it's basically just if it's a Revenge, or an Avenge. Like, that was the better play. So it's not. So that was not the better play. Alright, we'll go ahead and slam that. Draw a card. And then we'll swing into it. Alright, so it's the Noble Sack, which was, like, the best. If we would have done the other play with the slam onto that guy, it would have been the best play. But I played around it being Competitive Spirit, Avenge, Redemption. I played around everything but that one card. So next turn, we'll probably just throw down the Justicar. I really don't find a reason not to. Or we could do Shield Maiden. It's pretty powerful as well. Oh, wow. This is actually really, really strong for us to do. We could go ahead and Revenge, and then just go ahead and execute the Challenger, which seems like a pretty solid play in my opinion. It kills off the 2-1. Unfortunately, the Redemption will bring it back, though. So this is something we do need to watch out for. No True Heart. Stop. So it brings it back. No, the Avenge will land on that. So it'll just be a 2-1 with Divine Shield. So I think that's fine. So it's going to bring the guy back. Avenge lands on this, so we can just execute that down. We go ahead and slam it. Just to draw. Or do we just save Slam and passive? Because next turn we have Justicar passive. So yeah. This is definitely happening. We know this is definitely a competitive spirit. So maybe slamming it's good. Okay. We could have coined passive, but it's not really necessary. Alright, so it looks like next turn Shield Maiden, coin passive. Knife Juggler's fine. If he plays a muster here, we just brawl. Shredder, okay. Actually, might just brawl this. So we've seen 2 Avenges, 2 Noble Sacks, a Redemption, Competitive Spirit. So I guess this is the one when I play a card, it reduces HP.
Maybe... No.
I actually don't mind Belcher passive. Let's see what happens. We could actually coin and kill the Knife Juggler, but I kind of want to see what he does here. Alright, well, we popped... Yeah, there's already been 2 Noble Sacks because they're double weapon, and Avenge land on the Mysterious Challenger and the other thing. What could that be? What secret can this be? We played a card and it didn't reduce its HP down to 1. Lothab, wow, that's a huge deal right now. That was really good. Fuck me, man. That was such a big deal. So Revenged kills, that leaves 5, let's say 8, 9, 10. And we can't even, we Shield Maiden, he's got 9, 12,
maybe
15, 16, 17.
I can take the hit.
Dude, fuck Lothab, man. So if he has any bit of damage whatsoever, we lose. Or past what he has on the board. Like a concentration, I think we lose. We had this entire game until he Lothabbed. Like, we were fine, we still had Revenge, we still had Brawl. I held on to those for a reason. But he had that... He had that sweet fucking Lothab at the right time. I mean, we could have played too slow, but if you play too fast against a Paladin, it's just pointless because you waste all your resources. And he only played 1 Mysterious Challenger. Like, we still had to deal with Tyrion, we still had to deal with Boom, we still had to deal with another Mysterious Challenger. Like, there was multiple things that you need these resources for in order to use them. Like, that turn was a Brawl turn if you would have played another creature, but either way. It's just another reason, you know. Secret Paladin, fucking dumbass deck. But that's just me. I refuse to play the deck. I'm scared to. I'm actually scared if I were to play that deck. Like how easy this game would be. Like I actually been thinking about. No, I'm not thinking about doing it. That's funny. Play Warrior queue up against fucking retard Paladin. Player Druid and queue up against Warrior. Alright. Wild Growth Innervate. So if we draw lore, we're fine. If we don't draw lore, we lose. We'll leave it to that. Oh man, this hand. But I like it's really not that bad. It's pretty bad, but it's not that bad. Keeper's pretty bad. If this was like a Shredder, that'd be a lot better. This was Druid of the Claw, it'd be a lot better. If it was lore, it'd be fantastic. Another Savage Roar. Oh man. This day is just not working with us, guys. We were doing well with Tempo Mage. Maybe we should go back to that. Like, we literally won, like, what? 4? Oh, wow. Reno. Warrior. Rip my life. This is when we want to play Control Warrior, because Control Warrior just beats Reno Warrior. You actually could be playing Control Warrior with Jewel Scarabs, which is a rendition of the deck. It's not out of the question. What would we save Keeper of the Grove for to silence? Alkaline Pain, I guess? Like... We deal 2 damage to this. He has to coin Despite. And then we have no turn 5 play. We passive kill it. We save Keeper for... What are we going to silence? Besides Alkalite. I guess we just save it for Alkalite, right? We don't have a... Like... This is nothing. I'd rather you utilize this guy's silence to actually do something than to kill a 1-1 that we could have killed anyway. It does put a 2-4 body on the board, but it's just going to die to a coin despite. So he plays Alkalite, we silence it. Oh man, that's pretty good. I don't have a way to get rid of that. Dude, what the fuck is this shit? What? Let's just shoot him over the wall played. We've got this is so shitty. I think this is the worst kind of cards you could draw. Like the Wild Growth and the Innervate are good cards, and the rest is garbage. Like we can't do anything. Double Savage Roar, Big Game Hunter, Wrath. This guy's fucking visible. I know I'm being salty, but fuck, man. How are we supposed to, you know, get to Legend in 1.5 days when we get garbage hands like this? Hey, finally, we can react to his play with the keeper. Check that shit out. Hit him with that 9. Do we even attack this? Because, like, let's say he swings this into here. This is at 3. This is at 1, 2. We hit it. We hit it. Yeah. Might as well. Because he's just going to swing the Shade into the 2-4 next turn. And then we're going to wrath it down. Or we can actually deal 1 passive. Take 4, draw 1. Instead of only not drawing, which cycling seems pretty good. Harrison, okay. We actually might have to use Force of Nature to clear. Is he keeping this stealth? Wow, that's very interesting. Dr. Boom is a card. I don't think we have an option. I guess we could have killed Harrison there. But then he just swings his Alkalited and Pain into Boom and he executes it. So I really don't feel like Harrison was the best play. That Shade is getting a he's getting a big old tiddly jigglypuffs. Look at him. He's all stealth and shit. This guy is just getting all grown and shit. It's not good. It's not good, man. Big game. Okay, that deals with that pretty well. He swings into this. That deals with that. Okie dokie. Alright, so it looks like Wrath onto this. We actually have like a sizable amount of damage. If we had like Tharzan to discount this, we could actually OTK him with these 2 Boom Bops on the board, but we never drew Tharzan, so. Never drew the Tharzano. What you gonna play? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So Force of Nature 2/2/1/2. Enervate Shred. That feels so fucking bad. Shred, swing, Wrath, see where bombs lands, saves Force. I mean, technically we only need 1 Force of Nature. So, technically. We definitely need Innervate, but we have discounts, so I guess we'll do this way. Swing, bombs away. That's pretty bad. Swing. Pretty bad. Okie dokie. Cleared up the board the best we could. I guess we could have swung. Yeah, well, either way would have worked. Had a greater chance to hit the Shade, I guess. Dr. Boom is fine. We BGH it. So we take out a Boom Bot. We can actually take out both Boom Bots. Because we know these fucking things are gonna hit our Big Game Hunter.
I've got the beast in my face.
Do we save the Innervate? I think we do. Like, what does Innervating out Shredder really do here? It keeps board presence, true. But we draw Tharzan, and we draw Force. We win. But we loot board. I think we do it. I think it's a solid tempo play. Like, we don't have Tharzan and we don't have Force. So we can't just sit there and just hold it until then, and then just keep losing the board. Because we need to get the board back, and then we'll draw Keeper, and we'll refill our hand. Or, not Keeper, but War, to refill our hand. It seems fair. But because he's playing Reno, let's say we take him down to like 15, he's just going to Reno back up. So we have to, like, when we burst him hard. We're talking like 20 plus damage burst. So he swings, finally this guy reveals himself. Light, well, I guess it's okay. I mean, I suppose it's better than a 1-1, right? He knows we don't have any Wraths left, so dealing with the Shade is going to be pretty difficult. If he kills this big game, which I think he will, with maybe a weapon, which he hasn't played all game, we're going to be in a bit of an Uzi. I guess we would have to like Shade, hopefully draw into maybe Swipe. I mean, getting our refill in cards is really important. We haven't drawn Azure Drakes, we have not drawn Emperor, we have not drawn Keeper of Lores. There's a lot of cards in which we have not. Ooh, fuck me, Baron. Wow, that's a really strange card for you to like play right now. Like, killed your own guy. Like, I actually didn't have like. There's a lore. All right, draw 2 cards. Refill my hand. Drake. Roots. Playing Roots is pointless. There's no reason to do anything here. He's gonna have to deal with this 5/5. If we play the Shade, it just dies. We make Roots, it dies. So we actually, I think this is good. It's 17-14, so he's definitely winning on the fatigue game. He's gonna kill off, I'm guessing, the Lightwell, swing face. Oh, he has a way to get rid of our Ancient of Lore here. I'm assuming maybe a bash or execute, shield slam. If he armors up, then he shield slam. If he does nothing, he's executing. If he, from the top, he's thinking about it, so it has to be execute. You wouldn't be thinking about a bash. I would instantaneous bash it. Armor Smith? Please don't tell me you just hit this and end your turn. Okay, so he armored up, so the shield slam here. What the? Oh, Baron, Baron. That's right. Baron, my god, my friend. Baron. Here's another lore. Do we just lore again? We could Drake, get Swipe. Nah. Let's drop some more cards. There's Force. There's Innervate.
For the wild.
If we attack Armor Smith, we're making the assumption that this Baron is going to die. If we attack face, then this Baron goes to our 5/5, and then we actually have to deal with this in other manners. So I guess the safest play is just to hit this. He does gain an extra armor, but it forces him, if Baron dies this turn, then we can just passive and kill that off next turn. It's not a big deal. So it looks like he did find a way to get through our... Oh, Baron again! Oh no, I'm so dumb. Why do I keep forgetting what Baron does? It would have killed that... Yeah, he just has to swing his weapon and that would have died anyway. That was so basically I took 1 damage and he saved 1 health. That was really silly of me. That was extremely silly of me. Wow, that Sarah is a big play. So Force Roar kills that. Needed a Swipe. Do we win? Yeah, we win. I'm retarded, folks. I just totally forgot what Druid does. I'm so bad right now. Oh my god. I forgot I was playing Druid, guys. I forgot. You can yell at me later, guys. Oh man. How does that happen? I just completely missed out. That's why I need Tony here. Tony sees what I don't see. That's what Tony's really, really good for. Why does this... Man, our lighting is so fucking bad in my house. Like, it is so bad, guys. I mean, granted, I do use my phone as a lamp on that side, but either way. So, we play Druid until we lose. But man, guys, you need to yell at me for that kind of shit. Alright, Innervate, Wild Growth, Azure Drake, double Innervate. Whoo, hot diggity dog. I think we get rid of Azure Drake. Do we keep it, though? So, we Wild Growth 2. No, we get... against Warlock, I guess we can keep it. It's fine. So, like, we Wild Growth, we're at 3, we Innervate it out, draw 1. It's a kind of a decent replacement for having Innervated out, but if we draw Boom... Alright. So coin, wild growth, 2, 3, innervate it out, or we just naturally play the wild growth, save the coin. I think we save the coin with this hand. Only because I want to see what I can draw into. Like, if we can draw into one of our, like, lures or something, then I want to keep that coin. Load them. Alright, so we'll just wild growth. Next turn we're at 4, and then we can just coin Ezra Drake. Save double innervate. The longer you kind of hold on to innervate, the worse it becomes, but... You know, like, yeah. It's fine. Yeah, hot diggity dog. You can't say no to turn... What was that? 3 boom? Turn 4 boom?
Well played.
That's why Druid's broken.
The end is coming.
That's pretty good. Oh, but this is gonna die to boom. Okay. They don't really have to waste anything here. So let's swing this first. Swing this first. That's fine. So it's Lothab or Azure Drake. Turn 5. I think we're safe to say we can Azure Drake. I think that's perfectly fine. Innervating, I don't think it's worth it right now. We can innervate passive, kill the 1/1, but like turn 5, not worried about it. Turn 6, if we were playing Reno, maybe we'd Lothab then, so it stops him from using Siphon Soul. But turn 5, kind of a weird turn for Warlocks, unless they have coin, and then they can, you know, of course, coin into like Tharzan or something like that. But he's playing Zoo. I mean, Implosion's the best he's got. Knife Juggler Implosion, he doesn't have coin. So if we were, you know, heading into turn 6, I would have Lothab into that. But because we're on turn 5, Azure Drake's fine. Puts another card in our hand. Lets us have more options. We have Swipe, too. So if he decides he wants Implosion, we've got results. We can show results. We gotta farm so much, guys. Oh man, I want to hit Legend before the release comes out so we can go ahead and... Why is he targeting face? What the fuck? Faceless? Okay. So what do we see here? I see 5. This is 3. How much damage is that? This is... That's 6? This is counting. 11... 6, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Innervates 8. I think that's game. Okay, because we have... This is going to be... Right here is 7. And then Innervate puts us at 8. This is 3. This is... Do we just go for it? I need to recalculate this. Sorry, guys. So we have 11 plus 6... 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. Yeah, that's game. That is absolutely insane.
Time waits for no one.
Oh, man. Sorry it took me so long to identify that. I just didn't want to do it and him be left at like 1 HP or something. You had to take into account that Azure Drake was out, and it applies to both Swipe and Living Earths. I'm not gonna miss lethal like we did last year. I'm sure we missed lethal at like a game, not a game last time, but like a turn earlier. We could have killed that warrior. I'm sure we could have. And I also need to change my status to, instead of being online, we need to be away, because people. Not to say that messaging us is bad, but you know, you guys don't like it. It interrupts the gameplay. Priest is fun. Grove, okay. Wrath deals with Northshire. I like this. We could have put back the Keeper, but it's decent. Like, let's say Velen's chosen something because he gets greedy. Kept 2 cards. It's interesting. Means his hand is pretty solid. I guess we could have actually reloaded everything. Looked for like Innervate Wild Growth. That's what won us last game. So it's always crazy to me how much fucking burst druids have. Like, I mean, I am so happy the combo is getting nerfed. Don't get me wrong. Like, even as much as I like playing druid, like I actually really like playing mid-range druid. Druid is warrior's always been my favorite, but druid's definitely a runner-up to that. I actually think I liked druid before I liked warrior, and then warrior came out. I was like, oh baby. Our control warrior became a thing with Elise, but all right. Do we just cycle with the Wrath? Or do we just silence that next turn? We're in a predicament, boys. So if we deal 3 to it, it looks like we want to kill it. And then he like Velens it, and then we silence it. But if we deal 1 to it, then he just heals it. He can Northshire it. Yeah, so we're just going to passive in that. Because if he plays North, we don't want him drawing. So like, we deal 1 damage, he plays Northshire, he heals, and then we have to deal with 2 things instead of 1. Now, he actually has to, like, Wild Pyromancer and deal some shit, but he doesn't. Yeah, you could Wild Pyromancer. No, that's too much. Too much. Okay. So I guess we just silence the Death Lord. But it seems so wasteful, right? Maybe we just play Shredder. Shredder's good. I don't want to silence anything until he Villain's Chosen or Power Word Shields or does something to it. Like, it giving me a card is pretty good, unless it pulls out Ancient of Lore. But basically anything Ancient of Lore is bad. I mean, even if it pulled out Boom, it's still a 7/7. Innervate's a pretty good card. There we go, Villain's Chosen. He puts it on Zombie Chow. That's a really solid choice because when we silence a Zombie Chow now, how you say it, man? It doesn't heal us for 5. If you would have put it on the Death Lord, which would have been a really big mistake. This is a really good play from him. Like, most people would have just attached it to the Death Lord and got fucked. But this guy, he's a thinking with his head. All right, so like we Azure Drake, it just dies. We Shredder, it just dies. We could Wrath. I wish, yeah.
I must safeguard.
Silence is the. He played around that very, very well. What's going on? He still has coin, if I'm correct, right? If he has coin, then we need to attack into the Death Lord. Puts it at 2, 3. Because he can coin and shadow, whatever it's called, and take this card. But I don't know if he used coin or not. I wasn't paying attention. His turn 1 was nothing. His turn 2, that was Death Lord, right? Almost 100% too. Almost 100% his turn 2 with Death Lord. So we're actually not going to attack. I'm pretty sure he used coin. If he didn't, and he coins into that card that takes our 2/3, we lose. We lose right there and then. We've drawn none of our ramp. Actually, he could take our 2/4 either way. Both these cards are like the only 2 cards in our deck that are susceptible to that, the Shadow Priest. And then we go back to playing Warrior. Makes the trade, Northshire Cleric, heals the Death Lord. Death Lord is such an amazing card. Can't wait to see that leave too. It seems like all the cards that I find really annoying are like leaving, which is so fantastic. Like, I cannot wait, folks. Cannot wait. This would be 4, 5, 6. Can actually kill this Death Lord with Savage Roar. Is it worth it though? I think it is. Or we just Wrath. Yeah. We can just Wrath that. Play Piloted. We've given him so much time, but we haven't really used anything. Like, honestly, we're not dwindling on resources or anything like that. Definitely got to be careful of Light Bomb. I believe Lore is better than Boom next turn, just because of our hand sizes. If we lose Lore, we're at 7, and he's already at 7, which means he has the ability, because we've killed 1 Northshire Cleric, but we should have attacked. That's right, boys. That's right. All right, so Dr. Boom is another better play. All right, give me a Doomsayer. Give me that sweet Doomsayer. Do we even swing into this? I don't think so. It sucks because the boom bots are going to go off before they can actually deal the 1 damage to shit, but yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten a Doomsayer that saved my ass, besides one time. I was playing against a Paladin, and he played Tyrion, and then he attacked my Shredder, and a Doomsayer came out. I remember it very vividly because that's the best RNG moment in my life. I was like, this game actually helped me for one fucking time. I was like, oh my god. So, that's, I believe, the only time I can remember that a Doomsayer really, oh man, you couldn't kill it. It only hits for 2. Seriously? And then he has 3 creatures and he goes face. If it hit any of these other cards, it would have been fine. Fuck me. Man. Shit. Mm-hmm. Rip. See what comes out. This is interesting. Well, oh, we're frozen too, so we can't use our passive to. Oh man, that ruins my plan. That ruined the plan. I totally forgot my face was frozen because I was gonna Azure Drake, deal 4 damage to this, and yeah, and now it only does 2 damage, so it can't even kill that. I guess this is a valid play as well. So he's gonna probably use a light bomb here. Probably swing face with the 4/5. Light bomb, heal it back up. It's pretty fair play there. He already used a Holy Nova. That's why I wanted to leave my boom at 2 HP. Ooh. Is the boom gonna make it survival? Oh, he's gonna heal that back up to full. Okay. Pretty good. Swipe is our best friend. Force of Nature is not too bad. Force of Nature, that's 2/2/2. It's really not that bad if we Force of Nature to clear this board. But I like the Azure Drake. But Force of Nature's solid. Can we still Azure Drake? That we can still add, yeah, we can still Azure Drake and then innervate Force of Nature. Oh, this does 3. Kills this. This goes into there. We don't overcommit. We save Force of Nature. Dr. Boom dead. He didn't have a way to kill Dr. Boom before. But we're wasting potential burst. I don't like that. Is there a way to get... Yeah, there is. No, there's not. No, there's not. This is 3, that's 2. And then this still lives. Yeah. Yeah, there's no good way here. But these are pretty annoying creatures that he's not going to be able to deal with. Next turn we lore, refill our hand. Actually, we could Loatheb too. Loatheb is really solid. Yeah, because we can Loatheb, and then we have the Force Savage. We actually can win. That is a winning play right there. We can even lore and Loatheb because we have Innervate. Oh, shit, I'm a geese. That's insane. That's right there. That's a winning play. These are winning lines of play, folks. Oh, never mind. Field's dead. Rip Field. Good knowing you, folks. Played around that very well. He had no idea he was going to get exploded on. Okay, draw 2 cards. Let's see what magic we can make happen. Can we get a swipe? Swipe on the floor, folks. Give me a motherfucking swipe. We don't have any. Well, there's that. I guess that's good. Well, if we innervate, we have double innervate. So we can innervate Drake 3. I think that's pretty good. Then we have to waste double innervate, though. We're not going to use it anyway. And then he's just going to Light Bomb. This way, this dies. Forces Light Bomb. But I doubt he'll Light Bomb. I think it's fine. Yeah, because he can kill off the 2/4. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty good Light Bomb, though. I guess we did set him up for Light Bomb. I guess we shouldn't have played the Azure Drake double. Yeah. I guess this looks like a pretty good Light Bomb. Because the Zombie Chow even lives. That's pretty good, I suppose. And we can't even double Savage now. Unless we get the Emperor. Which I promise you is in the deck.
I wonder.
Don't Light Bomb, please. Don't Light Bomb. Okay. He'll probably still clear board, but he's going to waste quite a few cards to do it. Alright, so Keeper's down. He can make a trade with anything on the board. Can we draw Swipe? Fuck me, man. Like, we had Swipes or any... Oh, man. There's a lot of cards we could have had to been able to speed this whole process up, but... We're doing alright. So he's going to kill the Zombie Chub for 4. It's back to 5. Swipe would clear his board. I mean, literally, 10 cards left. 2 of them are Swipe. That's not one of them. Oh, man. So, like, passive into this. Swing face for 4. Lothar, but then this lives. So if we, like, force a nature, get this, kill this, passive, this lives. I think that's fine. Would rather take 3 instead of 4. And then we still have lore to reload. 4 such an awkward number for Priest to get through. It also is the same amount he heals for, which is not so good. Belcher is an ouchies, hard to get through. Heals up for 4, next turn he's at back to full health. Legend Potato. Acidic Swampers. Gonna make the trade with the Azure Drake. Swipe is still a card we can draw. Draw me Swipe. Right here. Swipe. Swipe. Can't do it, guys. Can't do it, guys. Like, a Swipe here would clear the board. We could have cleared board with Swipe, but we can't do. There's 2 of them in the fucking deck right now. Come on. Come on. It's amazing. It's astonishing. We also still haven't drawn Emperor in any of our games. How many games have we played with Druid now? 3? We haven't seen Emperor 1 time, and we've seen Swipe 1 time.
I wonder.
Why would you... Oh, yeah, you heal to full, that's why. Fuck your passive. Such a good passive. Not as good. It's probably just as good as Warrior, because you can heal creatures. Warrior is always armor, so you can surpass 30 health. But the ability to heal creatures gives you the ability to make really valuable trades. There's my Emperor, which really sucks now because I was hoping we could force a Nature Savage Roar, kill this, and we would have pulled out Emperor. But now that plan doesn't work. So if we Emperor and we swing into this. So we force Savage, clear, gets a card out, clear. The only thing's developed is that. Okie dokie. It's pretty good cards to get debuffed. So now we have the Force of Nature Double Savage Roar, which is a pretty big burst. What is that, 23? I think we've calculated it out to. Because it's 14, and then plus 8 to 22. Okay. And Tomb, kind of saw that coming. Heals the 1 too. It's good stuff.
Where shall I strike?
The reason I'm doing this and I didn't play Lothab is because we don't, like, He hasn't played Light Bomb yet. And Light Bomb, if we loath a bit, it costs 11. So we want to save that the turn before we win. So if he Light Bombs this, he Light Bombs it. But if he doesn't Light Bomb this, we can actually set up for a really solid turn next turn. We can throw out the Lotha, we throw out the BGH, and it's our last Hayusayame, the Big Bang.
I must consider.
We kill this Death Lord out, it brings another card out. Like, we're going to have a really solid field next turn. But he has to... the only problem is if he clears our board this turn. Holy Nova does it. Light Bomb? Chose the Light Bomb now. He didn't even attack with this line. Okay. There's basically no point to attack the Death Lord, but I will anyway, just because. Could actually big game Hunter too.
I've got the beast in my state.
This is our last hurrah. This is the last hurrah, boys. This is the last hurrah. I don't know how long we've been recording for. We'll probably play one more game. Kills BG8, heals it to 5. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Alright. Let's get her done. There it is. There it is. So we swipe. We might have missed lethal there. That's 23. That would have been 5. Yeah, we missed lethal. Fuck. Oh, why didn't I calculate? Why didn't I calculate? Oh. Oh. Does he not light bomb this? We win. Okay. Good game.
I'm almost out of cards.
Well. Still came on top. I would say calculated, but we had it last turn. Dun, dun. Casually dealing 20 fucking million damage. That's twice now I've missed lethal. The climb is real, folks. The climb is real. Alright, so we'll play one more, we'll end it here, and then we'll go on to the next episode. I doubt we're going to be able to just win 3 straight in a row, because once you start winning like 3 or 4 in a row, the MMR system, which they say doesn't exist, it does exist, and it starts pairing you up and giving you really bad hands, and we start losing. We'll lose like 1 or 2, and then we'll win like 3 or 4, so it'll balance itself out, but still. Alright, we'll keep Wrath, just because of Zoo. Dr. Boom, BGH. Wow. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. This little shindig right here. We got Wrath, which is what we kept in our original hand, which is what we selected. And the game said, you know what? We know you have no ramp in your hand. Let's give you Dr. Boom. And to counter Dr. Boom, let's give you BGH too. So we gave you Dr. Boom and his counter in your opening hand. How do you feel about that? I feel fantastic, Blizzard. Thank you very much. I feel fantastic. You supplied me with an Innervate. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty good. A Wild Growth, I would accept it. A Wild Growth as well. Wild Growth was slightly better, but you know what? Innervate, I'll accept it. Do they hear me right now? They're like, oh shit, my bad, Warshack, my bad. Let's give you that Wild Growth, son. Let's give it to you. Alright. Do we just tempo out Big Game Hunter here? Right. He plays Void Walker. Why would we not tempo BGH? We have any reason not to tempo BGH? Next turn is Boom, so sure, tempo BGH. Now he abusive sergeant kills it, but either way. He's probably so happy if he's playing an Otzu. Okay, that's fun. Abusive sergeant. We knew this was happening. He could probably go face too, but he'll probably just, there you go. Pretty good. Alright. Alright, we got a solid board state. Problem is power overwhelming, and the power overwhelming the abusive, and then he swings the creeper into it and it dies. And then we're stuck with having like ass pirate. But if he doesn't have power overwhelming, we're okay. But if he has a power overwhelming, he makes a crazy trade and he spends like 1 mana doing it. And we spent the past like 2 or 3 turns building up for our Dr. Boomerano.
My shield.
Ooh, Argus. Solid play. Coin. Does he have power overwhelming too? Because that's just a trade in itself. The abusive and the double trade. So this is basically the same thing. But it's actually a little bit better. Because he developed the board. Still. Alright, so let's trade. See where these land. Probably killing off. Yeah, that would make sense. I guess we should have passive to kill one first. But I guess we could go without doing that. Yeah. Let's just deal 3 damage to this. Passive. Swing into this. He's going to have to deal with the boom bots on his own. We'll just play the claw next turn. Because with that, yeah, we'll be able to pass and stuff. This Darnassus, it has to leave our hand sometime. I guess we could have saved the Wrath for like Flame Imp and shit. Or maybe like a cycle. But we have lures for that. And we have enough mana to draw into it and play it ASAP. Plus the boom bot's really annoying because it can deal up to 4 damage. Alright, so we'll just put this bad boy into charge. And we'll start going ham. Some people would go defensive mode. But I say charge. I say meow. I say that meow right now. So he Plosion's Claw, Knife Juggler, Plosion, really solid combo. Then we swipe Knife Juggler and everything's dead. But yeah, that's why we didn't put it into taunt, because it would have been real bad if he had that Knife Juggler Plosion. Good solid 1-drop for him to have here. How you say man? Probably Stone Tusk Boar is pretty good. Elven Archer's pretty good. Coil's pretty good. Power Overwhelming's pretty good. Every Warlock 1-drop's pretty good. Alright, let's open up the zombie crate. Let's see what's inside. No. Alright, obviously not that one. Oh, second try, baby. Alright, what do we got here? Some damage. Do we just go face? Because this is 10, 13. Puts him at 9. Then we win next turn if he doesn't have taunt. I think it's solid. I can actually go ahead and make that trade. Perfectly okay.
For the wild.
Still pushing lethal next turn, but we were able to clear the field a bit. I guess if he kills the Ass Pirate, we're 1 mana from Force Nature and Swipe. But he probably won't kill the Ass Pirate. He probably figures since we're at 9 mana, it doesn't really matter. Definitely swinging into that Claw. Knife Juggler Plosion is still a factor here.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife Juggler.
My shield. For
Argus, that'd be the taunt that was incredibly bad. Those pings face were fantastic. Don't. Okay. Perfectly okay. Don't hit the bomb, don't hit the bomb, don't hit the bomb, don't hit the bomb. Pirate's fine. Alright, we win. So we swipe. It actually is has a potential to do bad things, but we do it anyway. Because he still gets the Knife Juggler paying off a bit. Alright, so this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Can we count? 7, 8, 9? Yeah. Okay. This is insane. This is how powerful Druid is, folks. Okay, so we're gonna end the episode here. If the next one, you know, we just win 2 in a row, it's a really short road to legend, but I'd rather not make this more than an hour, because that is a pretty long time for viewers to watch. So as always, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed thus far, and we'll see you in the next episode. I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.